Hi there, Facebook Live. Happy Friday. Woo, we made it to the weekend. Yay, 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 yay. All right, who's with me today? Today's advice is critical for anyone watching their calories, watching their waistline. I'm going to give you some tips for what you need to look out for when you go out to eat. And I figured it's a Friday, people are going to go out for happy hour, then go out to dinner. And sometimes, especially when you get to drinking, you kind of forget what you're doing when you hit the dinner table, right? So I actually have written down, I cannot do this from memory. I wrote down 10 really good tips for you guys for when you're going to go out to eat. And of course, it doesn't have to be on a Friday or Saturday, but that's when most people tend to indulge, is on the weekend, right? But this is good advice for any time, even if it's a lunchtime, like a lunchtime meeting with work associates or a birthday party on the weekend, right? Hold on. Okay, so tips for dining out. Oh, I got an alert about Adam Gase. We met with a quarterback. Not that you guys care. Okay, I've got 10 tips for dining out. So I'm going to try to read through these quickly, and if anyone has questions for me, stop, raise a finger, ask, whatever you guys need to get my attention. Let's see here. And then I'll stop. If not, I'll try to give you the best advice and then move on quickly, or we'll be here like all night. All right. The first one is key. Do not go to the restaurant starving. Bad, bad, bad. Avoid going more than 4 to 5 hours between your meals, and make sure you're including a snack in the afternoon. Make sure that snack is a lower carbohydrate snack option, so like a protein or something. And this goes for whether you're going to a party. This is going to happen a lot in the summertime when you have barbecues, cookouts, graduation parties, weddings, right? Summertime is really, really hard for me because there's so many different parties and things going on. But the key is not to show up to these things starving, because then you run up to the buffet table going crazy. What are you doing out there, Daryl? Daryl's out in the kitchen, I think, watching me. Oh, yeah, he just joined. Hi, Daryl. So the key is not to show up hungry. Make sure you are snacking in the afternoon, and make sure you're not going like 4 or 5 hours between your meals and your snacks. That's number one. Number two, okay, and Daryl and I do this a lot, so thumbs up to us. Review the menu and nutritional information before you go to a restaurant, right? Try to identify where the calories are coming from: protein, fats, carbs, and have a backup plan. This has happened to me before. I know exactly what I want to order. I get to the restaurant and it's okay, I want ba 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 ba, and they say, oh, we're out. And then I'm like a deer in headlights, and I don't know what my plan B is. I don't have an alternate meal in mind in case they run out. So you can always review the menus online. Most places have their menus listed, and they have the nutritional content as well. So you can be prepared. There's no excuse not to be prepared. Okay, number 3 goes along the same lines. Take the time to read the menu through. When you get to the restaurant, don't be afraid to ask the server what an item is if you're not sure. And I've done that before. I can't even pronounce some of the items on menus. So don't be afraid to ask, what is this? How was it prepared? When I had my gallbladder out, I was like on a no-fat diet, and I was craving just going out and being somewhere and having some sauce, and I had to go around to all these places. Do you have fat in this? Does this contain fat? What does this have? Don't be afraid to ask. Baked, broiled, grilled, poached, roasted, steamed. Look for those words. They're better than creamed, battered, fried, crispy, and crusted. Okay, hope you guys got that. Number 4, get creative. I mentioned this in one of my other live videos, and I can't remember why I was talking about this, but you can always order an appetizer for your dinner, or if you're going with a friend or something, order one dinner and split it. Because you know that they give you monster amounts, right? So just get one dinner and split, or order an appetizer for your meal. Okay, moving on to where are we? Number 5? My favorite. Eat your non-starchy vegetables first. Start your meal with a garden salad, some sort of like a broth-based soup. You can always ask for more veggies, right? You can do that. Make sure they're the non-starchy veggies, okay? Going along the same lines, number 6 is substitute. So they may say, oh, you want that with fries, coleslaw, mashed potatoes? You can say, no, I want that with mixed greens, veggies, fresh fruit, or something like that. Don't be afraid to ask for a substitute. And sometimes they may say it's $1 upcharge. If your health is important, then you'll pay the upcharge. Okay? Another tip for you guys. This is a good one. When you order salads, get your salad dressing or any kind of sauces that are going to go on your meal. Get them on the side so that you control how much is going on your food, not the server or not the preparer. So you can say that you want your selection undressed, okay? Or you can choose to add different low-calorie condiments. Salsa is awesome. I use salsa a lot. Mustard and vinegar. Or ask if you're not sure. I'm sure you guys have heard this one before, but as soon as your meal comes, ask for the takeout container. So when they bring out that meal, say, I want the to-go container, I want my doggy bag, wherever you call it. But as soon as that meal comes, ask for it. Split your meal in half. Boom. Done. You're only going to eat half the meal. You're not going to be tempted to eat the other half if it's already in the to-go bag. Okay? This one is going to be hard for many people. And it's just a tip. Just recognize if you're going to go out for your happy hour, you're drinking your carbs. So just be aware. I'm not going to say not to drink. We all go out, we have a beer, we have a glass of wine, whatever. But be aware that that's a carbohydrate. So maybe you don't want to get a big ass helping of pasta or something after you've had all that alcohol. Okay, so 12 ounces of beer, 6 ounces of wine, 1 ounce of any kind of liquor, that's considered an alcoholic serving, and that's a carb. So just something to keep in mind. I'm never going to tell you not to do that though, because it's fun to go out for happy hour. And a final tip, I actually have more than 10 because now they're all coming into my head. But the final tip that I wrote down, and this is one that I do, I'm always the last one at the table. Take your time. Be the last one to start eating. Be the last one to finish eating. Chew your food. Taste your food. Enjoy it, right? Talk through your meal. Let it be an experience. Don't just like wolf down your food. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be an experience. It does take your stomach some time to realize that there's food in it. So give it time. Okay. Chew your food. Enjoy it. A couple other tips too that came into my mind. And I do this a lot too. If we know that we're going to be going out for a party or something, Daryl and I know it's going to be a cheat day, I'll make sure I've gotten in some exercise. I'll go for a run, I go to the gym, I pop in a Beachbody DVD, whatever. But I know I've gotten in something. I don't know, I feel better. But that's another tip for you guys. Hey, if I went for a run, that's 1 glass of wine I can drink. Right. What was another thing I came up with? There was one other one. I can't remember now. Well, anyway, there you go. Now you had 11. You got a bonus tip. So there's 11 tips that you guys need before going out for your happy hour or your dinner tonight. Or like I said, apply it to any kind of lunch, barbecue, upcoming event that you guys have. You can play it smart, or you can, I don't know, blow caution to the wind. Is that the phrase? In any event, if you guys have any questions about what I talked about, what is considered a low carb, high protein snack option, reach out to me and we can talk more about it. If you want me to go over the list of terms that you do want to avoid on a menu, I can go through that again with you, or what's considered a non-starchy vegetable, we can go through that. Reach out to me. If not, you guys have a great, happy Friday evening. And you know I'm going to be back tomorrow to talk to you again with another great tip. Bye, everybody.